The room was dimly lit, the only source of light being the glow of my computer screen. I sat alone in my room, engrossed in the eerie world of an online game called DarkQuest. Little did I know, the seemingly harmless game was about to unleash a nightmare upon me. As I delved deeper into the game, I noticed strange occurrences. The quests became increasingly twisted, and the in-game characters began to exhibit unsettling behaviors. It started with minor glitches like distorted character models and flickering scenery. But soon, it escalated to something far more menacing. One evening, while wandering through the virtual forests of DarkQuest, I stumbled upon a hidden path. Intrigued, I followed it deeper into the unknown. The atmosphere grew more foreboding with every step. Suddenly, I heard a haunting whisper behind me, freezing me in my tracks. I spun around, but there was nothing there. My heart raced, and a chill crept up my spine. Ignoring my growing unease, I continued my journey. It wasn't long before I encountered a fearsome creature lurking in the shadows. Its blood-red eyes pierced through the darkness, radiating malevolence. Without warning, it lunged at me, slashing its razor-sharp claws. I fought back, desperately trying to survive. But each time I thought I had gained the upper hand, the creature would regenerate, its injuries healing before my eyes. As the night wore on, the line between the virtual realm and reality began to blur. I started experiencing strange phenomena outside of the game. My dreams became plagued by grotesque visions, and I would wake up with unexplained scratches and bruises. I couldn't shake off the feeling that I was being watched, even when I was alone. Desperate for answers, I reached out to other players, hoping someone had encountered the same horrors that haunted my every waking moment. But to my dismay, no one seemed to believe me. They brushed off my fears as the product of an overactive imagination. Alone and abandoned, I had no choice but to face the darkness within DarkQuest alone. It was during one sleepless night, exhausted and teetering on the brink of sanity, that I stumbled across a cryptic message in the game's code. It spoke of a forgotten entity, a malevolent force that had taken residence within DarkQuest, feeding on the souls of unsuspecting players. This entity, known as the Shadow Master, sought to destroy the line between the virtual and real world, engulfing everything in eternal darkness. Driven by a desperate need for survival, I embarked on a dangerous quest to defeat the Shadow Master. Armed with the knowledge I had gained, I navigated through treacherous dungeons, faced nightmarish creatures, and solved intricate puzzles. Each step brought me closer to the heart of the game, closer to the ultimate confrontation. Finally, deep within the bowels of DarkQuest, I confronted the Shadow Master. It loomed before me, a twisted amalgamation of darkness and despair. With every strike of my weapon, I felt the weight of the online community's hopes and fears upon me. The battle was fierce, but through sheer determination, I managed to defeat the malevolent entity. As the final blow landed, the world around me trembled, and the screen faded to black. When my senses returned, I found myself back in my room, drenched in sweat, but victorious. The nightmare was over, and DarkQuest returned to its former state of normalcy. But to this day, I can't shake off the feeling that the game is watching me, waiting for the opportunity to once again unleash its horrors. And so, I live in constant fear, haunted by the memories of that fateful online game and the darkness it awakened within me.